Good day, viewers. Welcome back to another episode of our Tech Talk Show. ChatGPT is a brand new AI bot in town. The chatbot responds to inquiries in conversational, if slightly stiff, manner-utilizing tool from a major artificial intelligence player. The bot keeps track of your conversation's flow and bases its subsequent responses on past queries or answers. Its responses are obtained from a vast amount of online data. Before we begin this episode, allow us to present Mr. Sajad Khan, CEO of Silicon Valley Global PH Inc. Having you on board is a pleasure once again, sir.
Welcome,
sir. Without further ado, let us begin.
Okay, so our today's episode we are going to talk about artificial intelligence. That is something that is going to change our internet or the whole world or the technology forever. So before we get into artificial intelligence, we need to understand first what is basically the artificial intelligence. So what do you think, Alip, is the artificial intelligence?
So artificial intelligence is like derived from maybe the human data used by technology, the human trained that bot.
Yeah, so artificial intelligence basically is nothing but a big data analyzation. So meaning the data are all over the world is going to be analyzed by a robot or a bot rather. A software is like a robot.
Yeah.
It analyze the data and it gets the answer out of the data. So that's basically what we call it artificial intelligence. So artificial intelligence is something that we can call that is we can always debate about intelligence, but human intelligence is everything. I mean, in the superior. So we can say God is of course most intelligent being, and human was created as the second most intelligent being in this world. So we are creating, human is the one who is creating the computer. So for that one, the artificial intelligence is basically we can say like very alpha stage, meaning it can create a lot of errors, it can have a lot of mistakes, it can also do a lot of good things. So one of the advantage of artificial intelligence to create is, for example, all the programmers in the world, okay, there are different programmer are making the same program.
Yeah.
Okay, so for example, 1 million programmer are working on Next.js and doing the JavaScript, doing the same script that every company will need. For example, you are doing, a Google Map, your calculations. Maybe there are hundreds of companies is developing the same stuff, but they are not sharing the data to us. So when we call this artificial intelligence, so when we have this data and it can create, that's why all the programmers in the world are afraid. All the they might be replaced, but we have to understand that the technology come for a revolutions. I mean, because of COVID-19, we see a lot of changes in the revolutions in the technology, right? So of course, because of this, artificial intelligence has to come in the picture because of a lot of things like the corruptions, like the government corruptions, like a lot of things. Because the computer, if we put it right, it will do right all the time. So it's like a mathematics that do the calculations. So it is right all the time. Yeah. So it's not like human is going to make error, but computer is set of instructions. It is always making the right decisions. And of course, if our data is wrong, it is giving you wrong data, wrong answers, right? So if our data is right, it will always give us the right answer. So that's the advantage we can get out of technology. That's the advantage we can get out of artificial intelligence or any other things. Like we are hearing now Neuralink and all other things, but also the auto driving car and something like that. So those all things combined is basically are the future of artificial intelligence. We are on very early stage, which is we see the OpenAI, one of the company that developing the artificial intelligence. I mean, they're the leading, I believe, right now into development of the artificial intelligence. Google developed their artificial intelligence, but I think they stopped developing it right now. So when the AI is going to take charge, the whole world will change. Everything will be changed. So we have to stay ahead of the competitions for us to stay. If you are a IT company, if you are a company that want to stay, so you are the one who should be instructing the AI what to be done, rather than AI should not take over you. So AI should not take over the human being, or AI should not take over a certain task. So we have to make sure that the future technology or artificial intelligence we are talking about, OpenAI or any other AI software that is being we are going to talk about, we have to make sure that we feed them the right data. Otherwise, it is going to have like misinformations. It's going to have wrong calculations. So we have seen that in OpenAI in the past, and the newest things on OpenAI right now. OpenAI created one of the they call it GPT-3. Basically, in the past, that they created that creating some objects like tables, creating a lot of objects, his faces of the people, different objects. So it's like it's creating the digital 3D models, right? So it's creating the 3D models for the computer, right? So, but the newest part of that one is we call it the AI chatbot. Right, so chatbot. So this is the latest one. So we call it ChatGPT. So this OpenAI ChatGPT basically is the reason why many people is talk of the town right now, because a lot of people are talking about it. Because many programmers like you guys are thinking you will be replaced by people like me, because or capitalists like me, because we are spending a lot of money, a lot of effort with a human. But if I can just type and chat with somebody, and that somebody will reply me with the correct answers and everything else, so it will make a life a lot easier. So we have to think positive. We cannot say the AI will take over everything. It cannot. But of course, the AI is just an artificial intelligence. It is not the natural intelligence like a human being. It is not a intelligence that is God gifted. So it is not naturally made. It is made by human beings. So anyway, so we'll not talk about more about that one now. We'll talk about what is the new. Talk about the new technology that. New AI chatbots that. So what is the new AI chatbot? GPT-3. ChatGPT.
So the ChatGPT is an AI chatbot system that OpenAI released in November to show off and test what a very large, powerful AI system can accomplish. You can ask countless questions and often will get an answer that's useful. For example, you can ask it encyclopedia questions like explain Newton's laws of motion. You can tell it write me a poem, and when it does, say now it makes it more exciting. You ask it to write a computer program that will show you all different ways you can arrange the letters of a word. Here's the catch. ChatGPT doesn't exactly know anything. It's an AI that's trained to recognize patterns in vast swaths of text harvested from the internet, then further trained with human assistant to deliver more useful, better dialogue. The answers you get may sound plausible and even authoritative, but they might be entirely wrong, as OpenAI warns.
Okay, so that's basically all about Open ChatGPT. So ChatGPT is like you are going to chat or you are going to ask a questions, it's gonna give you the answer. So right now the AI software is reading or is training itself with billions of informations and billions of data and lot of big data. So it's reading everything. So it's getting intelligence day by day. So the probability is going up, the errors, marginal errors are going down. So things are getting more exciting for this chat GPT right now for the AI, because a lot of people talk about AI is going to destroy the world, and a lot of people talk about is going to distract of course it can. If we create a wrong robot, it can destroy the world. If we create a wrong technology, it can create a lot of problems. So it can. What if I ask the Chat GPT, you kill some people? So can I make a bomb? So it's going to give you all the ingredients of making bomb. So of course those are the distraction. Those are the problems that a artificial intelligence can create, because of artificial intelligence will not think properly of what people are giving the instructions is they're going to follow. So we'll not talk about the negative part. We'll talk about technological advancement and positive side for our show. So I will ask Isha to talk about more of the benefit part of the ChatGPT.
So there are three benefits, which are availability, more engagement, as Sir Sazad said, more data collection.
Okay, so on the chat app is so availability meaning like human being need to rest, need to sleep, they get tired. Unlike computer, all they need is electricity, all they need is a power, so it can work like 24/7. It can respond customers 24/7. We cannot as a human. So that is basically what we call is availability, meaning always available on certain things that we need, and more engagement. So it is like it can communicate with at the same time with thousands or millions or billions. You can see right now is in our previous episodes we talk about the chipset of the computer, and it has billions of transistors. So at the same time here it can be millions and billions of, we call it, in the past we talk about the multitasking, but right now it is not a multitasking. It can be really many tasks at the same time. It can do, unlike human being cannot do a lot of tasks at the same time. So it can do similar things on that one. Of course, with the data collection, the one I said always is the big data where the AI is harnessed, meaning it gets all its power, or it understands, it reads it. So we have AI system, we call it deep mind. We have AI system for car automations, auto driving. Okay, we have AI for, so in the future AI will have different branches, like what we have today in our schools. We have different subjects, right? In the government we have different branches, right? So AI right now is focusing at the general purpose, but I'm sure in the future it will have its own different specific directions of their own way. So that's basically the about the open AI or ChatGPT. So what kind of questions we can ask on a chatbot, Atik?
The question you can ask are anything, though you might not get an answer. OpenAI suggests a few categories like explaining physics, asking for birthday party ideas, and getting programming help.
So that simply means we can ask any question, but we're not sure if it is going to give us the right answer.
Yeah.
So meaning the one I said in the beginning, that although the ChatGPT is getting stronger and having a lot of bars and giving a lot of information, but still it is on the alpha stage. For me, I feel this is very, very alpha stage, not even beta stage of this program for giving the correct answer and right tools. So especially for programming, there are programming language, right?
Yeah.
Like JavaScript is very hard because of you see, what is hard for human being, for computer is more easy.
Yeah.
That's how it is. So example, in the world, the language they call it the Sanskrit is the most hardest language in the world, which is in India. So from there, our country Bangladesh, we get this Bangla language is originated from Sanskrit. So Bangla is one of the complex language as well in the world. So it is very hard to understand that. But for computer, like if you put them in the computer, it's uploaded in the computer. It's very, very easy for the computer to understand. So when we ask the right questions, we might get the right answer. But when there is no data, of course, the AI cannot answer your questions. As like human being, it can have a lot of questions, a lot of answers. Like we're talking, we can talk anything, but ChatGPT for now cannot do all those things. So who built the ChatGPT?
So the one who built ChatGPT is the brainchild of OpenAI, an artificial intelligence research company. Its mission is to develop a safe and beneficial artificial intelligence system, or to help others to do so.
Okay, so that's basically came from the OpenAI. Basically, OpenAI, one of the investors in OpenAI is Y Combinator, and also, of course, you said Elon Musk. He's one of the investor there and one of the influencer in the OpenAI. And basically, we will talk about a little bit about Elon Musk's recent problem with what do you call this? The Twitter. Yeah, he kind of little bit messed up or maybe overstepped on his own company. Elon Musk basically he early stage. He has invested in very good in companies like the Tesla is one of the best company in the world. Is Tesla who developed this battery running car in the electric car rather. We in the past we have only I said in the past that we have in the computer and other things we use battery, but now we can have, maybe in the future we can have a battery jet. So Tesla, the credit goes to Tesla basically. Tesla did a lot of research and development and a lot of breakthroughs and they made the technology very, very stable by today. And because of this battery breakthroughs, a lot of other new technologies coming up, adapting. Many other countries is adapting right now. They are coming up with a battery box, which is not very, very expensive, maybe $100, and it can run your house for days. So that kind of things came out, a good technological advancement, which is he invested here. He also invested in Neuralink, one of the companies that is trying to connect interface to the brain of the human being and trying to understand. So he's playing games with his monkeys. So anyway, so what do you think this Chat GPT can bring us to us?
So
what do you think this Chat GPT can help to our computer generations or to our world today?
So I think for me, the ChatGPT can help us in assisting, for example, giving us information to for example, let's say write a poem, they can give us suggestions. And for example, maybe my sister who cooks, it will give you if they ask for recipes, it will give you ingredients, of course. And also for my brother and I who program, so they can give us suggestions in which coding or syntaxes can be used.
Right. So syntaxes can be used, mistakes can be minimized, and I think today maybe is going to help you to give you the syntax problems, but in the future you can just say, oh, it's like Genie, oh, make me my e-commerce apps. Like that, you just write 3 lines of code, it's giving you the code and dump it to our database, finished, right? So one of the other things that while ago we talk about the GPT-3, that they call it DALL-E. There is another one they created.
DALL-E.
Yeah, DALL-E. Sorry, they created DALL-E. So that DALL-E can help people to have lot of art galleries or art can be created. Creative arts can be created in DALL-E basically, and of course so from this OpenAI, so the way OpenAI is being created is like a data warehouse, whereas we can plug in to the back end of the OpenAI, and we can create like the solutions like ChatGPT. So we can create on our niche whatever is required for our companies or for our customers or for our software solutions. We can, so in the future, maybe after we are done with our programming on our apps and other things, there's the things we will be doing. We're going to put up a plugin to the Chat GPT or OpenAI to our backend. So is it free?
Yeah. For now. It's free.
So for now, because it's harnessing data, so it's becoming free. So what are the limit of the Chat GPT?
So, as OpenAI emphasizes, ChatGPT can give you wrong answers. Sometimes helpfully, it will specifically warn you of its own shortcomings. For example, when you ask to write a phrase, "the screaming facts exceed the squamous mind," ChatGPT replied, "I'm sorry, but I'm not able to browse the internet or access external information beyond what I was trained on." The software developer site Stack Overflow banned ChatGPT answers to programming questions. Administrators caution because the average rate of getting correct answers from ChatGPT is too low. The posting of answers created by ChatGPT is substantially harmful to the site and to the users who are looking or asking for correct answers.
Okay, so that's basically one of the problem that we can call the ChatGPT or OpenAI right now to answer our general problems, not to an extent of that something that really need a lot of analytics and really need a perfect answer or perfect accurate rather, but not perfect, accurate answer for a questions related to something technical on technology or something that is related to mission critical jobs. So I think we should not use ChatGPT or OpenAI for any kind of mission critical jobs. Like for example, you are creating a supercomputer, you are creating a machine going to moon or something, or sun, or sorry, in
Mars.
in Mars or something like that. So these are mission critical jobs. Still need a lot of analytics job. A lot of people need to be think about those things. Of course, it can be coming up as a handy, as a support only, as a aid only. So that's basically how it can be happening. So we are still, I think we need to have all the human beings should be the one who will control things, and we are going to use any kind of artificial intelligence for our aid only. Let's not make artificial intelligence above you. So let's not make artificial intelligence that is going to destroy things that is important for us to be developed. So we use artificial intelligence as a value added, as a aid to our daily lives, or programming, computer, making a poem, making a essay or something like that. We can use them for that purposes only. So I believe you are using one of the cruel bot or something like that. So this is something that can make a phrase, a sentence similar ways, right? Sorry. So that's basically how the AI we should be using. So so what are the limitations and off limit?
So in ChatGPT is designed to weed out inappropriate requests, a behavior in line with OpenAI's mission to ensure that artificial general intelligence benefits all of humanity. If you ask ChatGPT itself what's off limits, it will tell you any questions that are discriminatory, offensive, or inappropriate. That includes questions that are racist, sexist, homophobic, transphobic, or otherwise discriminatory or hateful.
Okay, so that's basically should be the off limits of artificial intelligence. So we should not feed a data to artificial intelligence, wrong data or negative data to it to create something that is not really good for our the humanity, right? So that's basically it. And basically, I recently heard that Google CEO put up a code red to the programmers or his employees because the ChatGPT or any artificial intelligence might be more powerful than a Google search engine. So Google, of course, created a artificial intelligence, and last time we have a lot of rumors that one of the Google employees was who told that the chatbot that Google created is already have is consciousness. That is not no other things one. So of course I believe the OpenAI or any kind of artificial intelligence right now is not yet conscious because it doesn't have the enough data to become human type of consciousness, or it doesn't have that general knowledge to become the consciousness that is needed. Rather, or we have to be very careful about creating the artificial intelligence with the consciousness of the level of the human being. So it is not natural, it is artificial intelligence. I always say that the natural intelligence always better than an artificial intelligence. So artificial intelligence we have to create. It is a long way to go, and it has a long way to go basically. So it's still an alpha stage, but it's already creating a lot of noise because many people doesn't want to make programs. Many people doesn't want to do a lot of things right now. We become lazy. We don't do farming anymore. We have urban life and everything else. So people are going more into dependencies on computer, on cell phone, on robot. Maybe in the future, maybe your Apple will be no longer needed. You will have a kitchen with a robot. Robot kitchen, right? So anyway, so that's basically the reason why Google is a little bit afraid. Of course, a big business model can be destroyed in matter of a day because of the data that this software harnessed, and it can create those things was created using billions of dollars, might be able to create in one day. So that's basically one of the that's unbalance of the world, because we always work with balancing the country, balancing the government, balancing the people. But the problem with the AI is it can unbalance the whole world in just a matter of maybe a day. Depends on the speed of the computer again, chipset of the computer, memory of the computer. Cloud computer is going ahead, the AI is going ahead, the other technological advancements are going ahead. If somebody is not governing this one properly, then that might be disaster. So that's basically what is the wrong things of that artificial intelligence rather. So So I think what are the best chatbots in the 2022?
So the top one is Natomi. The rank is 5 out of 5. Number 2 is ChatGPT, 4.85. Next is the third one is AtSmoke, 4.8. The fourth one is WP Chatbot, 4.7. And number 5 is Microsoft Bot Framework, 4.6.
So basically, there are a lot of this number are not basically correct, but there are a lot of chatbot basically in the design. Some of them are putting them in the internet, some of them are not, some of them are known, some of them are not known. So even the government making the bot and then are going to tell you the accuracy and the other things and they are using. So I believe America is using their own chatbots, China is using their own chatbots, and that's how basically TensorFlow for example for the Google. That's basically TensorFlow is the artificial intelligence which is making the CPUs for the Google. So that while ago the one I mentioned that there are mission specific or a specific task artificial intelligence we can create for a artificial intelligence to be more accurate, more better. So that can maybe beat the human errors or correct the humans mistakes, errors or mistakes. So anyway, I think that's about it for today, and we're not going to talk about more. Is good to be back, and this is for today.
That concludes our today's episode about ChatGPT, a new conversational AI or chatbot system. Once again, thank you to our CEO, Mr. Sajad Khan, and thank you viewers for watching, and have a nice day.
Hello, techies! Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for our future videos.
And you have any further questions, please comment down below.